Hello everyone, Marco Minnemann here, and today I'd like to talk about my trademark 9/16 pattern, which you have heard, for example, on my last solo album called Their Colors Fade, on a song called To All New Ghosts in Town. I wrote music around that one. It's also featured in Paul Gilbert's song The Jackhammer in the midsection in my drum solo, and I think it's also like the template inspiration for the last song of our new Aristocrats album, Duck. So I'm gonna explain, what it really is. So I start actually with the 9/16 pattern with the feet. So just, to find like a really, really cool groove, just like right? And then I would kind of fill the gaps with the thing. Here I actually, programmed the tambourine, with the left foot. So I'd speed it up a little bit. Let's kind of find a good pulse. So now I can talk over it still, so that means that pattern is looped inside of my head, and then I can execute other stuff on top of it, right? Okay? So now that I feel comfortable with that pattern, I can start putting other things on top of it. Let's start, with a 5/16, for example. How can I make a 5/16 groove? Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, da 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 boom bam boom. Put maybe an accent in it, da 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 bam boom bam boom. Make it groove, So ding. So program the triangle here, right? And here's like a tabla thing. So let's do boom bam. 1 2 3 4 5, bam. So now I can talk over it and feel comfortable to execute another pattern. So now let's do the 7, which would be like 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 2. So bam bam down down down. Let's pick first of all, let's say maybe 3 tablas. No, okay, not too bad. Maybe then let's put these things on top of each other and see if it grooves. All right. Okay, and then I thought it might be really cool to add the step sequencer to it, where I programmed the zeta, Right? I think this is where the music really starts, to have all these different elements, and you can feel that this is not really just a technical exercise, but it really is more so like a musical statement. And I really believe that this is important to know and to also have the knowledge, because without the knowledge, you cannot execute this. Some people just go like, oh, I just play what I feel. Well, I tell you what, if you play a pattern like that, you have to know what it is, because it's really a complicated kind of structure. But then it's up to you to first of all have the will to learn, and I have, I'm very excited like a little kid when I kind of crack a code of something. I love that in general. But then to create something beautiful with it, hopefully, right? So let's play this pattern now. So the 5/16 with the step sequencer, 7. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5, bam 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 bam. And here 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So let's put this together. Here we go. So I think there's a certain musicality to it that is absolutely, I just want to kind of write music around it, right? This is how that really started. And so now that brings me back to the 9/16 pattern, okay? So, which I now, as the basis, put under it, or basically kind of, move one element to the next one, and layer them. So here we go, okay? And 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. So now that this pattern is kind of, solid and looped, hopefully, right? Solid. And so I can talk over it. That means my brain is free to execute the next elements. So now comes the 5 with the left hand, and then the 7 with the right hand. All right. So now this 9/16 pattern will turn into a 9-tuplet. Basically, 4 9-tuplets within 1/4/4 groove. So it would be like, 9 equal beats within 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4. So that pattern keeps going with the feet, and then I put like another pattern on top of it with my left hand. So 3 equal notes, basically like 8 triplets. And I think it kind of has like an intriguing groove, at least to me. So I kind of thought, like, let's build on that. And then I insert the pyramid, or establish the pyramid on top of that with my right side. So that means playing like 2 eighth notes over the quarter notes, then triplets, so 3 notes, then 4, which is like 16ths, then quintuplets, 5, then 16 triplets, which is like 6 equal notes, then septuplets, right? And then 32 notes, which is like 8 equal notes over those quarters. So, and I will kind of, because it gives a really cool rhythmic illusion, I would say, go from the 9/16 over 5/16 over 7/16 into the 9-tuplet pattern. It sounds really interesting how it morphs into each other. And yeah, so have fun listening to it. And, I'm not really an electronic drum player. I only use the electronic drums to program sounds I can't get out of my regular drum kit, the acoustic drum sets. And also it's pretty cool because I can talk over it and explain without having too much noise. That's the reason why you see me behind the electronic kit. Long story short though, I hope you like this little, explanation. All right, have fun. Thank you for listening and for all this bullshit. Okay, there you go. So have fun.